Welcome, please, the former actor and present governor of California, Ronald Reagan. Good to see you. See you. You obviously have a mixed audience here tonight, but I guess...
Yes, I thought that was rather apparent. I got the idea.
We have, every time I've had someone on the show who's in politics within the past year, it seems, there's one question I can't wait to ask, and so I'm not picking on you. Do you have any kind of announcement that you would like to make here tonight? It's always fun to get in the news, and...
No, the only announcement I have is that, the Lord willing, I'll continue to be governor until 1974, and beyond that, nothing.
Yeah. I thought I didn't know what it might be, but I thought you might be, just conceivably, planning to run for some higher office, like mayor of New York or something like that, but nothing that...
No,
no. But the mayor of New York and you have a thing in common, interestingly enough, I realized. I mean, you've both switched parties in your day.
Yes, it wasn't too many years ago that, that I switched, and of course, I wasn't in office at the time when I did it.
That's right, it's a little more dramatic.
I don't remember any great front-page stories about it at that time.
Yeah. Are you upset about, what would you say the major things are that have happened in the last year that you would consider a bad development? Of course, I'm thinking of the, I guess, of the UN exclusion of Taiwan and all. Was that?
Yes, I was not only disappointed, I was a little indignant about that. Here's a nation that was one of the founding nations. The last of the big four is still alive, Chiang Kai-shek from World War II. And all these years, they've abided by the bylaws and the Constitution of the United Nations. And also, while only 14 million people are on Taiwan, they have paid their dues or assessment to the UN on the basis of the 700 million Chinese on the mainland.
Yeah.
And I know the United States had recognized it didn't have the votes any longer to keep Red China out, but by dropping their opposition, the understanding was that other nations would not oust Taiwan. And the plain truth of the matter is they just plain double-crossed the United States.
Did you feel that the president should have tried harder, or his team, I mean, to...
well,
they could have succeeded in...
I don't know if anything they could have done. I happened to be on that Asian trip that the president had asked us to make for him at the time. And meeting ambassadors in 6 of the Asian countries and meeting the heads of state of all of those countries, everyone was confident that this would not happen, that it would wind up with both Chinas in there, because everyone was aware of the work that had been going on in the part of our country to see that that happened. First of all, the big surprise was when the vote was taken. No one expected the vote to be taken for another month. I thought that the United Nations, in that action, branded itself as a debating society, and I honestly don't believe that the United States should feel bound by any of its votes.
Did you go along with Senator Goldwater that we ought to pull out of it then, or is that...
Well, I think it'd be awfully hard. I can understand his saying it. I think it'd be awfully hard for a major nation. We all had so much hope in this organization, and still believe, and I still believe, that someday the cause of world peace is only going to come about over a table with nations willing to talk instead of fight. So I think any nation would think a long time before they would deliver the death blow, and certainly if the United States withdrew, I think it would be the death blow of the United Nations. But I think there are other things we could do. I think that the United States, for example, well, I hinted at it a moment ago, I think the United States could participate in debate and discussion, continue to support many of the agencies as we do that are doing good works, the kind of charitable agencies and educational functions and so forth, but just not participate in the voting. And by not voting ourselves, thus remove ourselves from being bound by any votes. You see, one thing that needs reorganization is the fact that here are more than half of the nations in the United Nations today can carry a vote as a majority, and they represent less than 10% of the world's population.
You'd be for reorganizing that, for one thing.
Maybe some of these people who are so strong for one man, one vote ought to consider it with regard to the UN.
Oh, let us take this message. Forgot. We'll be right back. Stay where you are.